It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we've got the rocket-armed Will.
The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. So the Titans set to go to work for the first time. And a look here at the veteran under center, their seventh-year quarterback.
Brandon, it's always nice when you get recognized with an individual award. And he was the AFC Offensive Player of the Week last week. But when you do it in a win, so much the better. Absolutely. And he was all talking about that win, not so much the award he received on Wednesday. It's a nice-looking award. I wonder if he took it home, got out of the car, showed it off to the kids in the neighborhood, passed it around. Wonder what he did with it.
And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line.
Like 54.
On first down, they go back to Pacheco. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. The Titans are the perfect 4-0 to start the campaign. And they've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row. And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
54.
Back to throw, it's Levis. He finds his man, complete. That's Barber. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 26. 17 yards on that play for the Titans.
Diamond.
Levis looking to throw. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
There we go.
Here's Pacheco headed right. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Pretty straightforward play there by the linebacker. He saw the run, went with straight-ahead pursuit, and dumped him behind the line of scrimmage.
Pacheco gets it again on 2nd down. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. So now the Titans are going to call upon their field goal unit here. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And his kick is right there. It's good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. So here are the Steelers now to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers and hope that what sunk them last week resolves itself this time around.
The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Here we go.
Fields. Left side, that's caught by Mitchell. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Don't jump. Ready?
Here's Fields. Here's one deep for Pickens. And he's got it inside the 10. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 41 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A great effort there. His third rushing touchdown on the year. And the Steelers... That early field goal to take a first quarter lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. The Titans coming back onto the field for their second drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
From the 38 now, here's second down and 7.
49, Mike 49.
Now Levis. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Chise, ahead. 22 Linda, 22 Linda.
Levis back to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Titans. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Titans are once again back in front. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
It's caught. Mitchell. So the completion good for 7 there. And 3rd and 1 now. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Now it's Fields. Flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And now that brings up 4th down there. A loss of 6 yards on the sack. The Steelers send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. So here are the Titans to take over on offense. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10. Here's Pacheco to begin the drive. Oh, he bowls over him. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Pacheco once again. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. Ready for the second quarter from Tennessee, and it's the homestanding Titans in possession. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. 2nd and 12.
Here we go. Tonight.
Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 60 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you. I apologize in advance, partner, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stopping that one short of a first down.
Well, we got beefeaters licking their chops and tasty dish in one fell swoop.
I did apologize in advance, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. That line's not eating tofu, I'll tell you that much for free. So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. Pacheco gets it and tries the left side. Down at the 35, it'll be 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11.
49.
Running left to give to Pacheco. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. And he continues to have success running the ball here in the first half as he's already closing in on 100 yards for the game.
Mike 13. Short.
Pacheco will take this into the end zone for a Titans touchdown. So he had the nice run to get him down there, was stopped just short of the goal line, but they go right back to him, CD, and he delivers to finish the drive off.
A little extra determination there, don't you think, partner? You notice he didn't tap on his helmet and say, get me out after the run down to the end zone. He said, I almost got in. I'm going to get in on my own. I'm staying in. And he carries it across the goal line.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10.
Here we go. Right.
Here's Fields. A short one there to Freiermuth.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it's 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
2nd and 6.
Here we go. Good. Right.
Fields now to throw. Short pass taken in by Schoonmaker.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 at a 1st down.
Here we go, son. Right.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
A play fake. Now Fields to throw.
Under pressure, they got him again. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Here we go. Right.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Going across the formation, he finds Freiermuth.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th. The Steelers send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
Isaiah Pacheco and the offense back out.
And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here.
Levis.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. They go right back to him for 20 and a 1st.
Levis sets up to throw here.
Wide open receiver, complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down.
And Levis going back to the air.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Right 5-4. Odd. Right 5-4.
Here's Levis.
He finds his man, complete. It's Barber.
And the Titans are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Hey, come on.
Levis to throw it.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. On 2nd and goal.
Levis. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Looked like both sides were anticipating a quick throw there, and the defense was ready to jump in and deny it, and they did.
Hey, Mike 13, Mike 13. 20 Rita.
Third and goal. Here's Levis. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Titans are able to widen their advantage. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive. And they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Now a 2nd and 6.
Here we go. Oh.
Back to throw. Fields.
Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to it. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Titans will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection. And now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the 6th sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
And he's across the 45. It'll be 2nd down.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
Going for the deep ball. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And with apologies to Dylan Thomas, apparently they're not going to go gently into the half. They're still out there firing haymakers. They took a chance on a deep ball there, but it winds up incomplete.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to go up top again. This is caught inside the 15. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. A big play there. 54 yards.
And the Titans are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
Extra point splits the uprights, and a rout is on here in this first half. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. One more drive here for the Steeler offense in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll wind up getting just a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
So we've come to halftime after a message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the 3rd quarter.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Pittsburgh set to take over again on offense. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Now Fields. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. From the gun on 3rd down, Fields. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down.
Here we go.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Another modest gain there on that one, and I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They'll have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
Able to convert on 3rd and 14, a terrific play call.
How about a nod to the sequence of plays they're putting together here? This has been death by 1,000 paper cuts on this drive. But this is one of their best plays yet, and they're able to move it down into the red zone.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the 2nd half.
Don't jump, ready?
And he will not make it to the goal line. The defense holds him here. And this is still a 3-score game as the lead remains 18.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
They were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. They'll look to throw here. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That one good for 37 yards.
Another big play right there, and this is where, as an offense, you can really put the hammer down. You've got a double-digit lead, but those other guys, they've been hanging around. A touchdown here could put this game out of reach, and that's a strong step towards getting it done.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. He'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Come on, like 90.
They'll throw it again with Levis.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal.
40, read it. 49, Mike 49.
They'll try and run with Pacheco. And he's out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
It's about a 3-yard pickup there, but more importantly, they're still a few yards away here. It's now 4th down and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
And this one is right through, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, 3 more points tacked on, and this margin getting more comfortable by the minute.
And with the lead where it is, you can actually feel good about field goals. We talk all the time about scoring 6s, not 3s. But in this case, they're just looking to chew up some time and come away with points.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Steelers ready to take over on offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball. Fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
To throw is Fields.
And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
From the gun on third down, Fields forced out to his left. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to fourth down. The Steelers send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Titans offense now, they get set to head back out here.
And as we look back at how we got here, you'll notice a common theme in these highlights. A lot of yardage through the air. The passing game has been sharp right from the outset.
And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
Here we go. Tonight.
Back to throw, it's Levis. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Like zero.
Levis looking to throw. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Now again, it's Levis looking to throw it.
He finds his man complete. That's Barber. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
22 windows.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. There goes a deep ball. End zone. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year.
And the Titans are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter.
Now for the point after. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Nashville. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. Fields.
Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
Here's 2nd and 3.
Here we go.
Here's Fields. A short one there to Freiermuth.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Here we go. go. Good.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll make it second down.
Here we go, son.
Out of the gun, Fields.
He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
For as many sacks as this defense has, you can understand their willingness to try and get upfield and get another. So what a really smart play call here to use their aggression against them, go with the screen, and they're able to get the first down.
Now it's Fields. Through the middle of the field.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown.
Luke Schoonmaker.
His first touchdown on the year.
And the Steelers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Titans are going to recover the football. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now Levis.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
Right 13, right 13.
Play action now. Levis. Now he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick.
And the Steelers are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
Fields now to throw. Completes this one to Pickens.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
Here's Fields. Short pass taken in by Schoonmaker.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down. Back to throw. Fields.
That is caught. Schoonmaker.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Back to throw again. Back in the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line.
This likely a must-have. 3rd and goal. Throwing again is Fields.
Rolling to his left. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers.
Here's Bass now for the extra point.
And the lead will be cut down to 14. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Titans are going to recover the football. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column.
Levis.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Here's Levis.
He's going to try and go deep again. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A big play there. 52 yards.
And the Titans are well on their way to a 5-0 start as they extend their lead. Well, this has been another impressive display by this undefeated team, Charles, and it looks like they're going to stay that way after this one.
Yeah, one of the league's best offenses. They stayed on brand in this contest because they continue to look good at what they do. Just added a late touchdown. Now they're really hammering home just how good they've been all year long, letting the rest of the league take notice.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Don't jump. Ready? Go.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. Back to throw. Fields. Throw left side. Hauled in by Pickens.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Here we go, Fox.
Now Fields.
Throwing the slant pattern here complete. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that will bring up 2nd down. Again, he'll drop to throw.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Fields throwing again. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Leo Chanel. And the Titans are going to take over at their own 41.
That's now a 2nd interception and as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands.
Levis in trouble. Down he goes.
It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
At the 34-yard line. And 24 Linda, sack 18 green.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 17. Like 5-4. Odd. Diamond. Odd.
Levis back to throw. That one out wide and intercepted.
Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the fourth quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
One last shot at the end zone. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game.
A higher-scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
Yeah, it certainly was fun to watch from our perspective. I'd like to be those defensive coaches, though. That wasn't a blast for them at all. And let's face it, they all game plan, they all scout, they all think they're prepared. But executing and stopping teams, that's a